Hey guys, good morning. This is Argusic Dunbar again. Today I want to talk about something that I call the gap. If you're watching my videos, if you're liking the content, I'm going to assume one thing about you. I'm going to assume that you are not currently where you want to be in your life. Now that might mean spiritually, emotionally, financially. You might be wanting to be a professional athlete. You might want to get a raise. You might want to lose weight, make more money. There's a lot of things that you might be wanting to do. Okay? And I'm assuming that you are not where you want to be. So when I say the gap, I mean that space between where you are now, so you're here now, and you want to be here. Okay? And that gap for some of us is so huge, it looks insurmountable. And when you sit and you think about it, it's like, man, I don't know if I can do that. Right? And I want to let you guys know that, in my opinion, you shouldn't focus on that gap. You should rarely look at that gap. Maybe once every 90 days, maybe every 60 days. Every 6 months. Right? Why is that? Because it's just discouraging. It really is. Right? What I think you should do instead is focus on the efforts that you can take and the daily activities that you can do in order to decrease that gap. So, for example, if you are currently trying to lose weight, let's say that you weigh 250 pounds, but you want to get down to 150 pounds. That is a difference of 100 pounds. At the very beginning of that journey, that trek, you're like, man, I don't even know if I can do it. And every day you're looking at your weight. Every day you're like, okay, today is I'm 250, today is 249. Oh, this sucks. I'm not losing any weight. It's been a week and I've only lost, 1 pound. Right? It can be discouraging. So I would say don't focus on it, because you can't change how much weight you lose. You can't. That's a result, guys. You can't do that. But what you can do is focus on your efforts and your activities. You can control how often you get up, how far you walk or you run, how much weight you lift, how healthy you eat, how often you eat. You can control these daily things, right? And you are the sum total of the habits and the things that you do. So you can control the day-to-day habits. So all you should focus on are the things that you need to do in order to shorten this gap. Anything else you can't focus on, right? So if you're trying to, come up in sales and you're trying to make more money every month, you're not currently satisfied with the kind of money you make. Don't look at the kind of money you make, guys. Focus on the activities that it takes to make this money, right? So focus on how many phone calls you make. Focus on how many clients you get in front of. Focus on how many presentations that you give. You can control all of those things. You can't control who buys and who doesn't. You can only focus on the number of people you get in front of, right? Sales is a game of large numbers. The more people you're in front of, the better you're going to do, right? And I always like to give a personal example in these videos. So the purpose of me making these videos is because, like I said earlier, I wanted to get into motivational speaking. That's it, period. And this is just a very quick avenue to do so. And I like helping people. I like passing information along. So when I look at the gap, I look at the guys like Tony Robbins. I look at E.T. I look at Les Brown. I look at all these guys. These guys are making multi-million dollars. I think Tony Robbins makes $9 million a year, period. It costs $5,000 to go to one of his seminars. And I know that Tony Robbins didn't start there. And so when I look at that gap, like, man, how the hell am I gonna get there? I'm just a guy in his car with a cell phone. But guess what, guys? I don't focus on that gap. I focus on the activities. Again, the activities that it's gonna take to get there. So let me show you this really quickly. Can I turn my camera around? Oh, nope, it's not working. It's not working. Let me show you this right here. I sit and I read all day. These are just books that I have in my car. These are just, I just have these sitting in my car, guys. So like I just have this sitting in my car. This isn't even like my library at home. I just have these in my car. I have a lot of audiobooks. I rarely listen to music. But why? Because this is all they do. All motivational speakers do, literally, is they sit, they read, they write their ideas down, they put it in a format in which it has a lot of energy and they're able to deliver it to a crowd, and that's it. Rinse, wash, repeat. That's it. I'm sitting and I'm reading every day. I'm making these videos every day. I was challenged to make a video every day, right? I can control how often I do this. What I can't control is someone picking up the phone, calling me and saying, hey, we want you to speak. We want to pay you to speak. I love it, right? But I can't control that. I can only control the daily activities that I do. So that's my message for today, guys. Don't focus on the results. Don't focus on the gap. Focus on the activities that you can do on a daily basis to shorten that gap. And then, maybe look up every 90 days, every 6 months and say, hey, I've come a long way. Because ultimately what's going to happen is there's going to be someone just like you years down the line who looks at you as the finished product and say, wow, I can't believe I'll never be able to get there. And you just tell them, hey, there was just daily disciplines that I had to focus on. There was just daily things that I had to do, and this is just a sum total of those little things added up over time and the compound interest that comes with it. Anywho, it was nice talking to you guys. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.